Hey everybody, welcome back to The Daily. I'm Charlotte, and today's video is sort of a tutorial on curling your own hair, maybe for the holidays, maybe for those pretty Christmas pictures, or maybe those Christmas get-togethers. And you can do your whole head in about 8 to 10 curls, depending on the density of your hair. So what you do want to do first is prep your hair. And typically, I let my hair air dry the night before, but I had to wash it this morning because I taught my cycle class. And today it was just kind of a mess, so I did want to go ahead and dry that. But what I do is I make sure that I prep the hair, I prime it, and I definitely use a thermal care on it. I use several things. This is a blow dry cream, and I think I've showed you in some of my other videos that I like this pillow proof. You put it on when your hair is wet. You also spray this into your hand and emulsify it and rub it through your hair. That'll definitely help. And I also kind of emulsify this shine. You can use the shine before or after. And a lot of people want to use it after. That's fine. It does provide a lot of shine. But I actually mix the two of these together and kind of make a potion out of it. And I emulsify it and spread it throughout my hair. So I have my hair all primed. It's blown dry. Not in any particular fashion here. My hair is pretty straight when I blow it dry. Here is my 1 1/4 inch curling iron that I like to use, and it gets pretty hot. You do want to find a curling iron that has a dial on it so that you can custom heat it to your own hair, because you certainly want to take care of your hair. So, and that's the purpose of the thermal. Please do not forget to use thermal when you're using heat on your hair, even if it's a blow dry, if it's a curling iron, it's a full flat iron. If you're ever flat ironing your hair, please make sure that your hair is dry. Don't go in with a flat iron when your hair is damp unless it is a wet to dry flat iron, because you can singe your hair right off, and you don't want to do that. So are you ready to get started? When it comes to filming, for some reason it is more shadowed than anything else, so I'm here in my bedroom again. But let me just go ahead and show you. There's no real method to the parting madness. It's just more like, you grab about 1/4 inch of a hair, okay? And anything that's at your face, you want to move away from your face. You get toward the middle of your head and you switch directions, okay? So if you start out on this side, it's all gonna be away from your face until about the center of your head, and then you'll flip to the other direction, okay? So that you'll end up curling away from the face. That's what you wanna do. So I brought a comb in here, but literally you don't need a comb, unless it's easier for you. But for me, I just kind of use my fingernail, maybe 1/4 inch here, and then I'm gonna be looking into this viewfinder here just so that I can kind of see what I'm doing and I don't burn myself, okay? So you kind of start in the middle. Here we go. And this doesn't take much, okay? So, I mean, depending on how hot you have it, but I don't want to leave it in for too long. And I just kind of want to glide it on down, and I want to pull out at the very end, because I do not want the end very curled at all, okay? And you don't want it curled from the very top. You start about the middle, okay? And so then you grab another piece here, and I just kind of separate it with my fingers. And you see the pieces that I'm grabbing here, they're not crazy small. I mean, we can get away with maybe 8 to 10 curls here. So, I mean, if that. So here we go. You're constantly moving it. You don't have it sitting for very long, okay? So maybe you do have it sitting for a second or two, but literally you're really moving through the hair quite quickly. And then once you get to the very end, you just want to pull it down. You want to leave that end more straight, okay? So that's 2 curls. And please do not mess with the curls as they are cooling off. You do want them to kind of cool off, because it does allow the curl to set, that cool air. So do not touch that curl as it's cooling. This is really interesting doing it in a viewfinder. So hopefully you can get the gist of this whole thing here. Okay, so that one I pulled out a little too early because I am not in a mirror. Here you go. So twist it once, grab onto the tail. You're moving through the hair pretty quickly. As you're moving through, you're twisting. And as you're twisting, you're pulling out. There you go. So it's straight at the end. You do want that straight look at the end, okay? And you're still moving in the same direction until you hit the middle of the head back there. So this is my 4th curl. And this will be my last curl before I switch directions, okay? So as you're twisting, you're moving, and as you're pulling down ever so slightly. Now what you want to do is you'll go ahead and instead of switching sides here, you'll go ahead and come to the front and do the exact same thing. You're parting off maybe quarter sections here. Right here. And taking it up, starting from about the middle of the hair here. And you're going to start to move it as you twist it. As I pull it on down. Okay, and I don't like to curl that one too much because that is kind of my wing. Okay, so then I'll pull that one out of the way. And I'll go to the next. 1/4 inch. Halfway down. 1 or 2 revolutions. And you will start to twist as you release. And then I start to just pull it on down. There you go. And then I go to the next. It's really, really easy, guys. This is not difficult at all. You may feel a little discombobulated at first. Just working with the iron is practice makes perfect. Just practice this. And you will get it. It's there's nothing to it. So I always like to hold on to that just a little bit, just tap, tap, just to make sure it's getting warm. The hair on the outside here. Be super careful. There you go. So I've got 2 on this side. Well, with this one it's 3, okay. So moving on to my 4th. Grabbing about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch hair to the middle, 1 to 2 revolutions. I would say 2 revolutions. So we start to move, we start to press on the lever as we move and turn. Press on the lever, start to spiral out as we pull down. Here you go. That's number 4. And I think we may have 1 left. So here we go. This is our 5th curl, making it 9 curls all together. And it might have taken me maybe 10 minutes, not long at all. Especially if you're not having to blow dry in the morning. If you do take advantage of allowing your hair to dry naturally the night before, this is really, this takes no time, so. And you know, this look will last you a couple days. I'm not a proponent of washing your hair every single day. So I definitely love to get the most out of my hair. Maybe three nights, maybe 4. I mean, it just all depends. Okay, so this side here is all cool. And then you're gonna wait for this to cool just slightly. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hairspray, which dropped a minute ago. And you know what I love? Redhead Masterpiece, because it has shine in it. And it's a light hold, doesn't feel crispy, you know. So I'm just gonna lightly spray the curl here. And on the other side, lightly lift and spray. Okay. And then I don't want to miss this little piece here. Okay. It looks a little crazy for a minute. So you just kind of, yeah. Now you're gonna lightly pull your fingers through it, okay? There you go. The side that's cool first. You never want to leave your curls untouched. I mean, after they've cooled, you definitely want to either run a brush, like a vent brush through it, or your fingers are fine. Okay, everyone, that is everything. You just run your fingers through it and possibly use a little bit more shine, just a dot, and emulsify it and run that through the ends. Spray it and you are set to go. I hope you were able to pick up a few tips from this video, maybe some holiday looks, maybe some holiday curls. Thank you so much for stopping by, and if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing, like, and share my video, and I'll see you next time.